1-1 pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. He sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Dexter Fowler will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. One and two.
1 and 2.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second now is Fowler. And this will get to the wall out near the pool area. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And Fowler will get there. He's got a triple.
First triple for him on the young season. And you could tell he had it on his mind from the start that it was going to be 3 bases.
Jason Hayward is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1 and 2. 1 out and a runner on third. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Hard liner toward short, and that's through into left, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Just a perfect swing right there. You'll see it head down, eyes right on the baseball all the way. Great extension. He just drives this thing into center field to score that runner for third.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Greinke over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
One and one, here it is. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Off and running is Hayward. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Yeah, and I figured this was just a matter of time with 2 outs. He figured if he could get himself into scoring position, then a base hit could tie this ball game. And now they're going to have that opportunity as he makes it there safely.
Set to deal on 2-2. Turned on down the line. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the D-backs 2 and the Cubs 1. Gene Segura digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Socrates Brito.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Socrates Brito. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Around second, he'll try for third, and he is in there.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Well, you don't generally see a whole lot of triples to left field. Why? Because the throw to third is obviously a much shorter one for a left fielder than a right fielder. But he makes it in there anyway.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. From the stretch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Two 1 pitches, a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. this is hit high in the air out toward left center. Schwarber giving chase. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And add a run on the sacrifice fly as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
Well, you know, he needed to make sure that he could cash in on that one-out triple. And the sacrifice fly is going to get the job done. That's a good piece of hitting.
Stepping in, David Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Boy, he just turned that thing over perfectly. He put that thing right on a dime.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Cubs 1. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Strike called, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. So with the leadoff man on base, time to reach back into the feverish days of the 1980s, where video game baseball meant using your joystick to control 3 men on a black screen. It's today's version of this date in baseball history. Kyle Schwarber is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Greinke comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Greinke over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And another throw over. Runner back safely. And again a throw. And he'll dive back in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
A 1 pitch on its way. And he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. hits it high and deep out to center field. Brito ranging back, still going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
A lot of room here in center field at Chase Field. The ball does carry well here. Believe it or not, it has the second highest elevation in the entire big leagues. This thing, though, it gets swallowed up there in front of the big wall in center.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Addison Russell is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Russell.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
And it's definitely still early here, but you've got a 2-run lead already. Now you go about putting the tying run on base for free. Doesn't seem like his command has been all that sharp so far.
Kyle Hendricks gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail it here 3-1. Yasmani Tomas is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First offering on its way. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Hit to short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The catcher, number 8, Tuffy Gozowich.
Into the box now, Tuffy Gozowich. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right side. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. It's the Diamondbacks 3 and the Cubs 1. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning.
Center fielder number 24, Dexter Fowler.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
That's a ball.
And that's too high, ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Greinke steps into his windup. Here's the 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there.
Right fielder.
Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Jason Hayward will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He pulls this one into right. Peralta is there, 1 away.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. The 0-1 delivery. And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
And you wonder if sometimes he was just getting a little too preoccupied out there with the speed at first base, and he totally loses focus on the guy at the plate. And now that essentially is going to work like a stolen base.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Around third, Fowler heading home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Now batting.
Good look at this one again. This is just ripped right over the first baseman's head. And he coasts into second base with the RBI double.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Surprising to you guys that it looks like they're going to pitch to him?
It is to me. I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere near this guy with a base open.
Trying to hold the lead. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Cubs.
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. The throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Now batting.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Kyle Schwarber steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Nick Ahmed comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Into the box, Zach Greinke. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinker is right there for a called strike 2. 3 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hard hit ball to second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
This is exactly what he needed after his guys came back to tie the ball game. He's only 1 out away from a shutdown inning.
Gene Segura will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And that misses, ball 1.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Miguel Montero will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Miguel Montero.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. On the ground to the right side. Segura showing off his range. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Into the box, Addison Russell. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a swing and a miss at a pitch well off the plate. It's strike 1.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Inside.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, when you talk about a great 1-2 combination, here it is. Go high and tight on the previous pitch and then low and away for the punch out. That's a great job of changing the line of sight for the hitter, and it really paid off there.
In now, Kyle Hendricks. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 1-2, here it comes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, how about that at-bat from your pitcher? You started thinking this is already a really good at-bat because he's seen so many pitches, but then he caps it off by finishing it with a base hit.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Brito on the move, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Yeah, getting 1 triple in a game is rare enough, but getting 2 is something you might see once a year. But just like the last one, he hits second base here under a full head of steam and makes it into third with his 2nd triple of the ball game.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change here as that's going to be all tonight for Zach Greinke. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Enrique Burgos will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 36, Enrique Burgos.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Now there's a swing by Hayward as he mashes this ball out to deep right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And his command is starting to desert him a little bit here. You hate to hit a guy and then follow that up by falling behind the next hitter, but that's what we're seeing.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Outside and low. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Anthony Rizzo Steps into the box here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame so far. Bases juiced now with 2 away.
Yeah, and this is one of those make-or-break moments in a ballgame, Matt. You don't want to let an opportunity like this in the middle innings get away from you.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And with the bases loaded, why not take one for the team right there and let that pitch hit you? It could have been a run.
Not close. It's 2-0. 2-0, bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
This is pulled into right, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Throws there, and he is meat at home plate. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubbies are in front, 5-3. Leading off the inning, Socrates Brito. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Squared that one up just a little late. On his way to pitch number 75. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. You'd have to think a walk here would hasten his exit from the ballgame.
Yeah, he can't let that happen. In a close game like this, you gotta make him put it in play.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
The right fielder, number 6.
Boy, this is a tough turn out there at short. You can see him be forced to backhand the ball and then pivot on that right leg and throw against the momentum of his body. Nothing simple about that throw, and that's an easy one to throw right out into right field.
David Peralta will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
And he misses again, 2-0. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair, 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 7th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 5-3. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Tyler Clippard will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 19, Tyler Clippard.
Chris Bryant steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
Third baseman, Chris.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Outside and a full count. 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Boy, this has been a real nice series for him so far. That's 6 strikeouts right now in this series alone. Man, that's a rough weekend at the ballpark.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something, because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Here comes the first pitch. Miguel Montero is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is Peralta. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, as it is now 7-3.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Daniel Hudson will come on and pitch here with one gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 41, Daniel Hudson.
Addison Russell will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
1 out, nobody on. And there's ball 1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here it is. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Tommy La Stella will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Tommy La Stella.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball hit in the air. Segura is there for it, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Cubs 7 and the Diamondbacks 3. Johnson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Number 80.
Leading off the inning is Manny Tomas. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a good two-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's what he's up here to do. Some late inning heat out of the bullpen, and he finishes him off with a good fastball here for career strikeout number 1.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Hayward. 2 gone.
Well, he's 0 for 3 now in the ball game, and I think I can tell you why. If you're not a power hitter, you need to hit down on the ball. Try and drive things. This guy doesn't have enough muscle to hit home runs consistently, so he's wind up as routine flyouts.
Tuffy Gozowicz is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game, so now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Nick Ahmed will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
And this is low, ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here comes the 1-0. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. 2 out with the man at first. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. Hayward is after it, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Schwarber is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Dexter Fowler comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Chop foul right at home plate. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Pulled toward right center field. Brito over to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Now here's the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Ahmed has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And that's in there for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
High in the air out to center field. Brito is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. A.J. Pollock will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
A.J. Pollock.
Justin Grimm is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, number 11.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Hit on the ground to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Gene Segura.
Ready now, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Russell has it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Boy, and on 2-0, if that pitch isn't right where you want it, you got to let it go. You still have the count in your favor at 2-1. Here he goes after a pitch that, although it was a strike, that's a pitcher's strike. That's not the pitch you want to hit. And all he can do is hit an easy grounder.
Socrates Brito will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Diamondbacks down in order. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. Andrew Chafin will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Peralta waits on it. 1 out.
The batter, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. You have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And it's quickly 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, let's get you a shot of this reaction at the plate in show motion. You think he agreed with the call? I don't think he did.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
1-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs lead this one 7-3. Striding in to start the 9th, Paul Goldschmidt. And they'll need him to get something going here. Pedro Strop is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Paul Goldschmidt will start things off here in the ninth. No sign of the closer just yet here in a 4-run ball game.
Yeah, I think they'd love to get him a day off here, so they're going to hope that his services aren't required to finish this one off.
And he takes ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he's retired here, one away.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
David Peralta will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Two and 0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and here's a slider that's ruled a ball. 3-0 now. That one's in there. 3-1.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed, so the Diamondbacks are down to their final strike now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Boy, these guys have come in here and really put it to them so far. They've taken each of the first 3 games of this series, so they're going to look to close out the rare 4-game road sweep here tomorrow.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Dexter Fowler. What a performance he turned in. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 7-3. Good night from Phoenix.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 7-3. The Cardinals hit 3 long balls as they pulverized the Braves 7-1. The Pirates totaled 13 hits as a team as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 7-6. The Milwaukee Brewers got together to allow 4 hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 2-0. The Washington Nationals beat the visiting Marlins 6-2. The New York Mets knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-5. The Colorado Rockies grabbed 13 hits in the game as they grabbed a walk-off win in extra innings over the Padres 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers put together 10 hits total as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-0. The Bo Sox got 11 overall hits as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 3-1. Mark Trumbo was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs, helping lead the Orioles to victory over Tampa Bay 4-2. The Chicago White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Indians 8-4. The Tigers totaled 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-3. The Royals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 5-4. The Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-2. Chris Davis was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs as Oakland took down the Mariners 7-5. His modest hitting streak was also extended to 5 straight games. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.